So there is a lot of history that is documented about the Incas, but yet it's not something that many of us know as much about. But since you were there, you would have heard some local stories or something more about their stories than what is actually generically published on the internet. So tell us more about the Incas and
So they ruled a huge swath of land starting from Colombia, then Ecuador, Peru, and Bolivia. But their capital was Cusco, as I mentioned some time ago. It was indigenous Latin American civilization, but one of the most unique things about them was that there was no written language. So while we know a lot about them from the Spaniards, but there is no written record of the Incas. They had a very unique system of writing where they would put knots in ropes. So
okay.
I do not know. Yeah, so they would, maybe the way three knots signify a word or something like that. Now, so we do not know a lot about them, but we still have a lot of architectural remnant of what they built. Uh, their end was very tragic. There was a civil war, and there was a pandemic, most likely smallpox, which had come from Central America. Again, it had come from Europe, it came to Central America, it came to Peru, or the Incas. A lot of people were dying. I think there were two siblings or two cousins fighting for the for the throne at that point in time. And that's when this Spanish guy called Pizarro lands in Peru with just 170 people. Can you imagine? And I think there were some 30 odd horses, and there were a lot of moments in his journey that he could have been wiped out, but he
Hmm.
would avoid confrontation, ended up in Lima. He kidnapped, I think, one of those two people fighting for the throne,
Hmm.
uh, demanded a huge ransom where there were rooms full of gold which was given to them.
Oh
He
man.
did, yeah, he took all that gold. He did not release that, the ruler, or the son of the ruler who was fighting for this civil war, and eventually had him killed. He had one thing, or two things rather, which the Incas did not, which one of them was horses, the other was guns. And on the basis of these two things, he was able to end the entire civilization, and bring that
Wow.
all that gold and all that land under the Spanish rule.
What a
So
story.
yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God, we could have gone Uncle Scrooge kinds diving into the room full of
Yeah, 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 yeah.
gold.
So at that point in time, the Spanish kings were doing that.